You're live. Hello. Thank you all for being here. This is very exciting. I was excited. I love how they have this chat so then I could see what you're saying. And I saw hello. So before we jump in, today it's going to be a studio tour on the laptop. It's a whole thing. And a Q&A. But there's a Q&A I just want to start with right away. There's a question that I know is on my list. Is everyone's asking, is this really in your house? So I'm gonna just be like, yes, it really is a house. So just wanted to start with that because that's very funny. Everyone is always asking, is that really in your house? And I wonder, because there's like a window right here, and I wonder if my neighbors have noticed this yet, because nobody's mentioned that there's a demo chair. Or nobody's like, no, whatever. Anyway, I don't know if it's a secret or if neighbors actually know this exists. So before we jump into the studio tour, one more thing, showed you it's really the house. I also want to show you, before this was a studio, sorry, I know you can't see the full thing. Before it was a studio, it was just my office. I shouldn't say just my office. It was an amazing office. It was a very big office. And this is now my office, just this little corner here. So this is my computer, my little editing bay, right? I got all my dental hygiene books here and also books that I like to read. And then this is from like a video, something with toothpick. I don't know. It's a special. And then up here, look, keep going. There's my 100K plaque. It's so nice. So this is my little corner now, which used to be the whole room. But now we got all this. So should we just do the tour? Let's do the tour. I'm excited. Thank you all for being here. I see a lot of hellos, highs, hellos, and Lego. So I'm going to just kind of show you what I'm most excited for. I know it's like, this is so exciting to me. I'm very, very happy to be showing this to you all, how there's a dental chair in here. But what I'm even more happy to show you all is my organization in these cabinets, in these drawers, because I remember like going back to school every year. I'm not even talking dental hygiene school. I'm not even talking college. I'm talking like young school. And I used to really get more excited about like color coding my folders and my pencil, like, you know what I mean? Like color coding folders and spirals. Someone said I just got, yeah. So you're with me. I love color coding. And so when I had all this, I was like, you know what? Of course I'm going to do some of this for work stuff, but I'm also going to make some of it my personal stuff. So it's kind of a mixture of, let me just show you. Okay, first one, this is like the least exciting one. So we're going to start with this one because it's kind of like a big, like, hello. So what's going on in here is actually a lot. We can start at the top. We'll start at the top. So these two little bins are actually for my Cricut stuff. I have a Cricut. I used it a little bit. It's really hard and annoying. You feel like you want to throw it out the window when you're not good at it. I know there's a lot of YouTube videos on how to use a Cricut, but here's my Cricut stuff. So one day we will get better at Cricut. I actually am going to make my little bear on the front porch a shirt this weekend, or a sweatshirt. Here's my camera stuff. All the camera stuff's up in there, nice and secure. It's on the top, so I thought if this ever falls down, it won't get squished because it's the camera. Here I got my Play-Doh. You know, I bet this Play-Doh in here is very hardened by now, but maybe I need to get new Play-Doh and play with this because I always thought this would be like a fun video. We can make like a fun thing out of that one day. I have one of my loops. I have three pairs of loops, which is amazingly awesome. This one stays here. One stays at another office. One stays at another office. So there's my one pair. Here's my teleprompter. I think I'm giving too many details. This is going to be very long. I'll go quick. Okay, this is where all my filming stuff is. When I go to the office, I always bring my I always bring a clipboard of like what we need to film when we go in office and just a bunch of random things. I bring my own gloves and stuff. I have pink gloves. I don't want to use my boss's stuff when I go there to film, so I bring all my own stuff. Here's just like, you know, odds and ends. Here's my microphone. This is random. You'll be like, whoa, she just said she's organized, and why is this in here? There's a reason, because sometimes you get very hot and you need to cool down when you're in all the lights, camera, action, which I'll show you in just a bit. So anyway, this is okay. This is all my electronic stuff. Microphones. I almost said microwaves. Microphones and stuff. Okay, so now we're down here. The angle's fine. We're good here. We're good. These are more bins. These are before I had the studio. I had a wall that held up my backdrops, my cloth. So here's all my like different color cloths from videos. If you've watched my videos, you may or may not have seen some of the cloth. So we still have the green screen that we need to use for certain things. So I have this, and you never know when you need a white background and stuff like that. So we still do use those sometimes for the cloth background. This is just in case I'm going to use this to put stuff in, because I'm still trying to figure out. Tell me in the comments if you like the stuff that I'm putting on. Like I have the piece, the love, and the teeth is actually over there. I'll show you. I don't really know what to put on these counters yet. I'm trying to make it my own and personalized stuff. So anyway, down here is actually my travel stuff. This is where it gets personal. This is all my like toiletries and stuff when I used to travel a lot. This is my Happy Teeth bag. I bring this to work every single day. I just leave it in here because like I feel like, I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I leave it like right here when this is closed. I get home from work and I'm like, here it is. But it has a spot. So why don't I just put it in its spot? You know what I mean? So that's my Happy Teeth backpack. I'm also wearing the shirt. I'm really representing Happy Teeth. So that was the first one. How long did I do that? Okay, it's only been 5 minutes. That wasn't that annoying of a show and tell. Okay, let's show you up here. Now, that wasn't, like I said, wasn't exciting. Here's some organization. Here's my color coding, my labels, things like that. So I don't know how close you can see this, but TP means toothpaste. I don't know if any other dental hygienists are in the house, or dentists or dental assistants, anyone who does progress notes at work. I always write TP for toothpaste because it's easy. It's like shorthand quick. IPR, anybody? Interproximal. So this is actually all my like floss picks and flossers and floss stuff, IPR stuff. The TBs, toothbrushes, as we know. TBs, toothbrushes. Rinse, we know. White means whitening, and more TP for more toothpaste. That was so exciting. It smells so good too. I wish you could. It smells like a dental office. Okay, and then over here we got more blues and purples. So how fun! It's kind of so I have a mask on. This one's kind of odds, and I have so many random things that like I couldn't even explain what's in each one, so I didn't really put these ever. Now that I'm opening this, I'm like, well, I should have, but I did this a long time ago. Fun fact, when I was doing this, when I was like organizing everything after we put these up, all the cabinets and when I was actually organizing my stuff, I listened to 2 songs on repeat. They're both Billie Eilish songs. One was Therefore I Am, Therefore I Am, Stop. You talking about, that song, and Bad Guy. I listened to those 2 on repeat for hours and hours and hours while I organize this. So I don't know if you feel that vibe. That'd be awesome. If you don't, I don't know. Anyway, I love those songs. They just made me feel so good. So over here was actually a lot of my stuff from dental hygiene school. I have like bib clips and these things that I don't even use. I don't even know. You put the Profi. I don't even know what to do with these, but I had to buy it all in dental hygiene school, and I don't want to get rid of it. So I have random stuff. I have random stuff. This is the funny mask. I already said that, so whatever. But this is very funny. Phone. Okay, let me just show you. I save every single one of my phones that I've ever had, and also my first digital camera. It's my first digital camera ever. Oh my goodness, this was my first. Who used this? I used this when I was a young lad. I'm gonna put this. Hold on. Okay, we're gonna. Yeah, that's easier. Okay, so I'm just gonna really quickly, because this is hilarious to me. This is my who. Okay, hold on. There's one I want to show you. I used to think this was cute. That was a phone of mine. US. I don't even think that's a brand anymore. Anyway. I don't know. I'm happy to share this with you all. If anyone's giggling, I must have really liked purple phones, because here's another purple phone, the good old Razor. Here he is. This one I remember thinking, like, was hilarious. This little guy, like, what? I don't know. I had a lot of phones. I had another Razor. Oh wait, here's a better Razor. This is a real Razor. This was like a thick Razor. This had a little thing. No kidding. Okay, so if anyone wants to guess my age now, go for it. Anyway, bunch of phones, bunch of random stuff. Oh, this was actually my key from dental hygiene school. You had to have your own key for a locker. So I thought, you know what, that's special. Okay, hopefully I'm not boring you, but this is a walk down memory lane, and it's exciting to me, and I keep it in here because this is a very special place for me here. All right, now I'll show you the drawers really quick, and we'll get to the Q&A. All right, these 2 top drawers are very, like, I hate them, but we need them. They're like all the stuff, like screws and bolts and extra stuff in case we need for these things on the walls. But then these are my scarves. Personal, I really like scarves. It's a thing. I also have a bunch of headbands and scrunchies. This is actually a cute scrunchie. I just got this one. And headbands and scrunchies, why not? And then down here I got more scarves. I got lots of bandanas. What's happy teeth right now? I'm like happy teething it out right now. Hello. Can't go wrong. Like happy teeth. My two favorite happiest things. I don't know if you can see all my scarves. Like they're beautifully organized. I just wanted everyone to know. Scarves are so amazing. Thank you, Tori Ellen. And then scrubs. Okay, here we are. Back to dentistry, not my personal life anymore. So these are my light colored scrubs. As you can see, I have a lot of white, pinks, and white. So these are light colored scrubs. And then over here, I don't know where we're gonna. Here's my blue is just like a thing in the scrub world, right? So I don't know. Blue is just, I think in every world, blue is just a very good color. So I have a lot of blue. These are actually, again, from dental hygiene school. These are all my dental hygiene school scrubs. I got a lot of teal going on. So fun fact, I don't know. And then actually in here, it's like personal, it's like jeans and swimsuits. So let's go up here while I talk to you. So everything else is, sorry, we're moving and talking. I have one more thing to say about scrubs before I move and talk. What did I want to say about scrubs? Oh yeah, so now at work, everything is a uniform. So I don't need any of those scrubs. But having said that, now that I'm doing all my videos in here, I've been wearing those scrubs in my videos. And you're just realizing I don't have any yellow scrubs. I think you need to get yellow scrubs. That'd be very fun for videos, right? Tell me if there's any other. I am 30 years old. Martell was like, boom, 30 years old. You knew it because of the Razor phone. Anyway, all my black scrubs, I have a million black scrubs because that's my uniform at work. They're in my real closet, which maybe one day if you ever want a closet tour, but that's not for a dental studio. One more last thing before I put you down here. Look at those lights. What? We got lights. We got lights. So if you were at the virtual grad party, if you happen to be at the virtual grad party, the lights can like do really cool things. They can like change colors. I don't know. They do all these fun things. So we did that for the virtual grad party, but right now we won't do that because we are not at a party. We're at a Q&A. Okay, I sat this down. Do we look centered? Can you see all my fun things? So that's what I'm talking about. Like I have this fun mouth and I used it I remember I bought it for my Cardi B video. Let me get it for you because, okay, I bought it for my Cardi B video because I wanted the angle like to look like the camera's coming from out of the mouth. But look what happened to this tongue. It got like dirty. It's like a dirty tongue. I'm glad you can't notice when it's far away. But anyway, if there's any other ideas of things that you think would be cool on my little, when I do these videos. Also, I used to, okay, one of the first questions, let me get my questions up. All over the place, but this is just my life. That's just how I am. I can't change it. I am who I am. So one of the first questions was something, hold on, what is the Dr. Oz thing about? So I'm going to kind of answer that question with this chair. Okay. So this is obviously like an assistant, a dental assistant type chair. I was a dental assistant before I was a dental hygienist, by the way. So I'm still a dental assistant technically, right? Anyway, when I first started the Dr. Oz videos, I would sit on this chair and then I learned I don't feel comfortable on that chair. I really like sitting like right here on the dental chair. You know what I mean? So we're slowly not sitting on the chair. Every once in a while, I feel like when I want to feel very serious, I sit on this chair because I sit like normal. But then when I want to be like fun, but I think I always want to be fun. So I don't know. Let me know which chair you prefer me to sit on if you even care. And if you don't care, then that's good too. Because then, I'll probably just do whatever feels right anyway. But if someone feels strongly about which one you like better, I'm curious. So, okay. The Dr. Oz question. What was it? It was like funny. It was like, what is the Dr. Oz thing about? So yes, I am working with his YouTube channel, OzTube, and my show segment is called Teeth Talk with Whitney, which is a huge reason we built this studio. So yes, that you could catch those episodes on Fridays. And we just finished season 1. So season 2 is coming up in the fall. And I'm so excited about season 2. Like we were getting giddy today talking about what the videos are going to be. And so yeah, stay tuned. They're going to be very fun, topical. We're going to be like in the fall, living life. So yes, I'm it's wild. I would have never thought in a million years I could say, yes, I'm working with the Dr. Oz dude. Like that's so wild. I'm so excited. Okay, let me look up. We're gonna start the Q&A officially, even though I was kind of doing Q&As. I have all my questions. Let me find them. Thank you all for listening. Thank you for saying you love the pink chair. Someone said they love the pink chair. It was so nice. Okay, my next question. So on my Instagram, I did like a, ask me questions for the live tonight. And so many people said, and I wrote some of them, why did you want to become a dental hygienist? Why did you seek a career in dentistry? All that kind of stuff. So lots of people want to know. So I'm going to answer that first. Okay. So the reason I wanted to become a dental hygienist is an interesting story. So I never actually thought I wanted to be a dental hygienist. I always thought I wanted to be a dentist. When I was a kid, simple enough, I loved going to the dentist. She was and probably still is very cool. And she's retired, so that's why I say it like that. But she was the coolest dentist. And I just remember being like, I want to be her when I grow up. And I don't even know if I connected it with wanting to be a dentist. I just wanted to be her. I don't know. Anyway, I looked into it, and when I started getting older, and you Google or whatever, like, oh, you need a lot of science and math to be a dentist. I'm good at that. All right, maybe I'll do it. Like, that's it. I just always said I wanted to be a dentist. I think in my preschool graduation, I don't know, the kids, there was like home videos, and this is why I know this. There was like a home video, and the kids are all like what they want to be when they grow up. And I was like, a dentist. So I was always into it, but honestly not sure why, Then I realized I really love teeth. I took very good care of my teeth. I had braces twice. Always wore my retainer, did all the things. It was a whole thing. I had to have like a surgery, and then it messed everything up. So they had to take them on and off, and it was a whole thing. But I was really fit. I started thinking like, wow, I think I like this. So then when it was time to apply to college, I applied thinking I was going to be a dentist still. I applied for a pre-dental program for my undergrad. So I was doing my pre-dental program and taking my like undergrad biology and chemistry. That's my undergrad degree, biology and chemistry. And we had to do a lot of observing and shadowing hours during undergrad for pre-dental club. And I always noticed, this is where like it switched. This is where I always noticed, instead of like watching the dentist, I always was watching the dental hygienist. Like, you're supposed to be like observing and shadowing the dentist. And I always saw my eyes like, I want to see what the dental hygienist is doing. I just loved that. I started like coming to terms where, like in your mind, you're like, I always said I want to be a dentist. I want to be a dentist. But like I was like, I think I want to be a hygienist. You know what I mean? So it was a whole thing. And then I realized, all right, how about, because I couldn't I couldn't come to terms with it since I was in preschool. I said I want to be done. So I thought, you know what? I'm not going to take the DAT. I'm not going to even apply to dental school. How about let's just apply to dental hygiene school, see how it goes. If I like it, it'll get my feet wet, right? And then I remember thinking too, like, it'll make my application stronger because I'll be a hygienist first. Like, I won't be a hygienist forever though. Like, that was my mindset. Got into dental hygiene school, fell in love with it. I was like, who am I kidding? I don't want to be a dentist. Like, in my mind, I just love the preventative aspect of it. It's so cool to me that you can prevent cavities. You can help prevent gum disease. You can, maintain and improve. So I was all about dental hygiene. It's just for me. And so I never looked back. Everyone always asks you as a dental hygienist, do you think you'll ever be a dentist? No, thanks. Like, again, can you? Yes, if that is your calling. But I felt like, shoot, this is my calling. I love prevention and teeth, and I love having that rapport and with my patients, and every 6 months, every 3 months, every 4 months, whatever. I love how you get like a good amount of time with them, and I just love it. It's for me. So that's why I became a dental hygienist. It's kind of a long story, but that was the story. And believe it or not, that was actually long story short, but you got to do the best you can when you're answering questions. All right. So let's see here. Oh, yes. So next question. This is kind of the same. So how did you become interested in creating content? So a lot of people ask me things like, why'd you start your YouTube channel? Why did you start this? Blah, blah, blah. So the answer to that is back to dental hygiene school. After I graduated, I was so excited I think patient education is my favorite thing. I love talking to my patients and being like, what are you using at home? What can we do? What can we, what I mean? I just love, ask me questions. Like, I'm here. I want to help you. Like, that's my job, right? I went through all this school. Of course, I want to share my knowledge with you. So I remember when I was waiting for my dental hygiene license to arrive, I was getting very antsy and I wanted to start having my own patients. I was a dental assistant at the time. So I was assisting with like root canals, and nobody wanted to talk like, so are you flossing, when they're like getting a root canal? You know what I mean? They were not interested in my dental hygiene. So they were busy like getting a root canal. So that's when I thought, you know what? How about I make a YouTube video? I'll just tell people online. Maybe someone will watch. And I remember thinking, my mom's probably the only one who's going to watch, but hey, she'll learn dental hygiene. And then to my surprise, more than my mom watched, and it turned into here we are. I'm doing 2 videos a week about dental hygiene. It's so fun. I also have my own patients. I do still work clinically in the op, cleaning teeth. But now I get to do both, and I love it, and I'm just so happy. So thank you for all of you for being here. I mean, you're the reason I'm here. I'm so happy to share the knowledge I have with you all, and I'm so happy. I love, in every single YouTube video, I try to read all the comments, and I have an ongoing list of requests, of video requests. Like we just went through it today, what we're gonna, like my next batch of videos. And, someone said, like, what does nail biting do to your teeth? Like, just whatever you want to ask, like ask in the comments, and I write it down. So if you ever asked a question, just know it's there. It's there. I'm going to make a video about it. I have this list though. It's ongoing, and I can't wait to get to them all. And let's see here. Okay. I find it hard. Oh, so good. This was a question. I find it hard to floss my molars. Is there perhaps a technique I could follow to floss? So that's a question I actually get all the time in the YouTube comments. And so I finally made a video about it. So I do have a video. I think whenever you need to like search a video, I do have my website, teethtalkgirl.com, that it has a search bar. So you can like search floss far back teeth or whatever, or reach far back molars, however you want to, and the video should come up. Or what you can also do, what I do whenever I try to find one of my videos that I know I made a video about, on YouTube, I search Teeth Talk Girl floss far back teeth. You know what I mean? And then you can find that video. But I'll give you a quick tip right now. When you are floss, so that video does exist, but for the question here, when you're trying to floss or brush your back teeth, the best thing to do is to not open wide. It seems counterintuitive. It seems wild. Like, yeah, I get back there. But instead of opening wide, if you open just a little, then your cheek is more elastic and you can like really reach back there. So that's my best advice. I'm so scatterbrained. I love it though. Hopefully maybe if I didn't say that out loud, you wouldn't have known I'm scatterbrained. Maybe you would have. I don't know. And I'm really distracted by reading these comments. I think I need to like get them away from me for 1 second. Here you go. I just saw something funny. Oh, this was nice. I love your earrings. Thank you. My mom made them for me. They're so beautiful. They're made out of foam. Thank you. So, okay. A question. This is fun. How are your teeth so white? So they're not that white. They look white because I have light on them. Like I have these lights, you know what I mean? You saw the yellow. You saw the lights. I think they just appear whiter than they are. I don't think in real person they're this white. They're not yellow, but they're really not as white as they appear. I do use custom trays. I have a whitening video. I think it's called the 3 best ways to whiten your teeth. And so you can look up what I do, but it is the custom trays that I use. But like I said, before I used custom trays, I used white strips. They work. They work. You just got to put in they're not going to work after one time. You have to like read the box and make sure you do what it says, and they work. So I'm all about white strips or custom trays. In-office whitening is cool too. I personally just get kind of sensitive. Like my teeth get I should say very sensitive. So in-office wouldn't be my thing. The thing about whitening is no matter what you use out of those 3, white strips, custom trays, or in-office whitening, you'll get the same results. You'll achieve the results. It just depends how long it'll take, right? White strips, they're the most affordable. They're the cheapest. It'll take the longest to get your shade of white. Custom trays, maybe a little faster just because they're custom and they fit your teeth perfectly. So the whitening gel is going exactly where you want it. So it might be a little more efficient. And then the in-office whitening, very fast. You can do it in like an hour. But if you think about it, that 1 hour of whitening, you're getting that same amount of whitening in 1 hour that you would in like 4 weeks with the white strips. Do you know what I mean? So if you have sensitivity, I don't know. I'm just thinking I'm talking to a patient, and that's what I would tell my patient. Since you all are my dental, I don't know, community. I don't know what word. Okay. So this is another one. Do you have cavities? Have you had cavities? Have you ever had a filling? I get that question all the time. Yes, I am not perfect. When I was a kid, I think I got a cavity on every single occlusal surface. Your occlusal surface of the molars, your occlusal surface is the chewing surface. So like little grooves. I don't have any silver filling, so they're all tooth colored, composite resin, whatever. But yeah, all my molars, I think. I should look that up. There is a video of me getting x-rays, and so you could probably see in my x-rays. That just shows how much I don't know about my own. But anyway, ever since I was a kid, I haven't had one in a long time. I did have one filling like kind of fall out in a sense, not fall out, but I used to grind real bad before I started wearing a night guard. So that filling had to get replaced like more in my adult years. But yeah, I haven't, knock on wood. I've never had a filling in between my teeth, interproximal. My mind just went, oh, remember my IPR over here? I'm gonna think I'm wide open. I just need to show you. Can you see it? Oh, you can't see it. That's okay. Remember we showed you IPR earlier? Whatever. Never had an IPR filling, but never feel bad, I guess is my point. Sorry, I'm touching my hair, but it just, okay. What do I do to not get fillings now? So I don't have the best diet. I'm not going to lie. I really need to work on my diet. And that is always a goal of mine. I eat a lot of junk food, and I need to get better at that because junk food is very bad for your teeth. However, ways to combat that if you don't have the best diet is to drink a lot of water. Constantly drinking water is what I do constantly. So that if you aren't eating the best foods, like number one, you should be eating good foods. But if you haven't got there yet in your life journey, like me, drinking a lot of water can do so much for your teeth. So there's a thing, you shouldn't brush your teeth. You should wait 30 to 60 minutes after eating before you brush. And that's very hard because like life goes on, right? So what I do is after I eat anything, I always swish really good with water. You can swallow it. It's fine as water. But I just try my best to not let stuff sit on my teeth. That's a big thing. Another thing is I never skip brushing before I go to sleep. I never skip flossing before I go to sleep. I never forget to brush my teeth right in the morning before breakfast. I have a video all about should you brush before or after breakfast. That's a whole thing. I cannot attest more to how important it is for me personally to brush before breakfast. I know everyone thinks it's gross and blah, 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 but it's my thing. And I think everyone asks what your secret is. And I think my secret is brushing before breakfast. You get all that plaque off your teeth that inevitably happens when you're sleeping. Even if you brush right before you go to sleep, plaque still builds up on your teeth. So when you wake up, you brush it away, then you eat your breakfast. The food from your breakfast can't mix with that plaque because you brush the plaque away. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, a lot of people ask me, how do you not get lower front teeth build up? Brushing before breakfast. And of course, a bunch of other things. And I, of course, have a video about that as well. Woo! I feel like sometimes I talk very fast and I get excited. And then sometimes I'm like, boy. Okay. I think those are my questions. Oh, I have one more question. Okay, last one. Oh, does it get boring after years of DH? It's a very good question. No. I mean, right off the bat, no. I'm never bored at work. I'm burnt out at work. Like I'm overwhelmed at work. So I think the reason people assume that being a dental hygienist might be boring is because you're cleaning teeth all day, but that is not at all what it is. That's just what patients see. That's what you all, like if you're a patient, if you're not in the dental field, that's what you see is me cleaning teeth. But you don't see all the other stuff I'm doing, right? Like unless you've had it done. We don't only do prophies, like regular cleanings. We do deep cleanings. We do SRPs. We do sealants. We do fluoride treatments. We take x-rays. So having said that, we do a lot more than just clean teeth. And just clean teeth is not a thing either. I'm all about saying we're preventative specialists, right? We're preventing gum disease. We're checking your gums. We're making sure you're getting the correct types of cleaning. So my favorite part of the job that does not keep it, I guess it is what you make of it. Some people feel bored maybe as a hygienist because they just do the motions, but I go into it, even if I have seen this patient for the last 6 years, I've been a hygienist for 6 years now. If I've seen the same patient for 6 years, I treat them like a new patient in my mind every time. So I'm not just cleaning their teeth and chatting. I am like, deciding what's going on with their gums. Are we still doing good with regular cleanings? We perio chart. We're making sure, we're checking the extras. I just treat everything like a new patient, and it's so exciting to me. And every mouth is different. There are things, I think I just saw something yesterday that I was like, I've never seen this in someone's mouth. I mean, 6 years isn't that long, but I feel like it's long enough that I see new things all the time. I go on and on. I'm never bored. I love it. if anything, I'm still like, wah! There's so much going on at work and I love it. So no, I don't get bored. It's never boring. And I guess that's really it. I just want to say thank you again for watching. And if you are here on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I appreciate it. We have our Teeth Talk Tuesdays. I do a video every Tuesday, and Toothy Thursday every Thursday. We've been adding some bonus videos on Saturdays and Sundays every so often. If you like that, let me know. It's been kind of fun doing that. And I just want to say thank you. Again, I can't say thank you enough. And I know people say that all the time, but like, I don't know what else to say for thank you for being here, because this is like such a cool part of my life. And I couldn't be here if no one was watching. I mean, I guess I could, but it's way more special that you're here with me. So thank you. If you want to help actually support the YouTube channel, you can join my YouTube membership or my Patreon. I'll link it in the bottom bar below. And until next time, hold on, I'm going to do, let me. Preparing this for you. I should have had this prepared. Peace, love, and teeth. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you all so much.